Welcome everyone. Welcome to NS Institute. Today we will discuss regarding surface coating. As the name suggests, surface coating means that coating over a surface. The surface can be anything like metallic surface, like non-metallic surface. But why this surface coating is important? Or what is the purpose of this surface coating? So basically this surface coating or coating over the surface is used to protect that particular surface or to decorate that surface. Means एक कोटिंग एक लेयर सरफेस के ऊपर यूज करना है और हम लोग यूज करते हैं जनरली उसी सरफेस को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए या फिर डेकोरेट करने के लिए। फॉर एग्जांपल वो मेटलिक सरफेस हो सकता है या फिर नॉन मेटलिक सरफेस हो सकता है। सो उसमें एक कोटिंग एक लेयर होता है लाइक पेंटिंग। जनरली वो यूज क्यों होता है? टू प्रोटेक्ट दैट पर्टिकुलर सरफेस or to decorate the surface, to protect that surface from what? From environment like corrosion. So before start this class or before start this lecture of this surface coating, we should know briefly regarding the corrosion first, then we will proceed further. So now we will go through what is the corrosion. So corrosion is actually defined as the deterioration of a material, usually a metal, because of a reaction with its environment. So now as you see that I am showing here rusting over iron. So this corrosion is actually a natural phenomenon that occurs over time, and mostly an electrochemical reaction takes place at different rates with different metals and in different environments. Means that not all metal will go these electrochemical reaction at the same rate. Different metals will perform or will undergo this electrochemical reaction at different rates, which will again depend on the environment. Like for example, if we expose iron or steel to air and water, we can expect to see rust form in a short time, like whatever I have shown you in this slide, showing the familiar color of red brown iron oxide. So mostly the rust or the rusting of iron is basically because of the formation of red brown iron oxide. So depending on the environment, the rust may develop in minutes. And again, for example, with other metals such as copper, brass, aluminium and stainless steel, we expect corrosion to take place, but it might take longer to develop. Means that आयरन के ऊपर जितना जल्दी एक्चुअली ये रस्टिंग होता है, बाकी मेटल्स के ऊपर फॉर एग्जांपल कॉपर, ब्रास, एल्यूमिनियम, स्टेनलेस स्टील के ऊपर इतना फास्ट रस्टिंग नहीं होता है. So one of the reason for the reduction of the corrosion rate for these metals like aluminium, like stainless steel is the potential formation of metallic oxides of copper, zinc, aluminium and chromium. But unfortunately, ordinary iron or steel does not form this protective layer, so must be separated from environment by some other means. So generally, to protect this kind of iron material, protective coatings are utilized, which we will cover later in this chapter. So now we will try to understand what is meant by surface coating. So first we will go through what is coating. So a coating is a covering that is applied to the surface of an object, usually referred to as the substrate. The purpose of applying the coating may be decorative, functional or both. Functional means protection. The coating itself may be an all over coating completely covering the substrate, or it may only cover parts of the substrate, whichever is desired or whichever will be necessary. Now what should be the definition then for surface coating? A thin layer of organic or inorganic material which is applied on the surface of a substance to improve its look, workability and weathering properties, etc., is known as coat, and the phenomena is known as surface coating. Surface coating may involve painting, electroplating, waxing, etc., which we will try to cover later in this chapter. So we have already gone through the definition of surface coating. I want to mention the definition once again, that the surface coating is particularly important to protect a particular surface, to improve the look of the surface, workability and weathering properties. Okay, so surface coating may involve like painting, whatever I have shown in this slide. There can be surface coating like electroplating or waxing, which we will cover later in this chapter. Okay, so now we will go through the objective of coating surfaces. So what is the objective of coating surfaces? So now first one is that to save it from environmental factors. So coating of a surface is done to save it from environmental factors, particularly carbon dioxide, oxygen and water vapor. For example, an unpainted surface of iron undergoes rusting, so painting is needed. Similarly, corrosion of all other metals can be prevented by surface coating. Now, it improves overall look of the surface, means that surface coating improves the overall look of the surface, like colorful paints and plastic coating gives a variety of look to any surface. Now, the third one is the making the surface smooth, and these therefore improves the workability. So there are some now other objective of coating surfaces, like fire retardants make the material waterproof. So some special or specific paints like fire retardants makes the material fireproof, like surfaces coated with paints containing carbonate releases carbon dioxide, which acts as a fire extinguisher. And most of the organic surface coatings make the surface waterproof. Additionally, I want to mention a little bit more regarding this fire retardant in this slide. So what are basically these fire retardant? As I have shown you in this video, that fire retardants are actually paints, like which is being provided through the plane. So these paints are being thrown out, which will break down at higher temperatures to produce non-inflammable gases like CO2, ammonia, HCl, HBr, or means hydrogen bromide, or water vapor, and hence extinguish fire, are called fire retardant paints. And such paints can be like carbonate pigments, which will give CO2, or you can say that water based paints, like it will give H2O vapors at high temperatures, or you can say that urea formaldehyde resin, which will give NH3 or ammonia at high temperatures, like this. So these are the fire retardants. So fire retardant are actually paints which will break down at higher temperature to produce non-inflammable gases like CO2, ammonia, HCl, HBr and water vapors to extinguish the fire. So now we will go through the preliminary treatment of surface. That is, prior to surface coating, the surface should be treated preliminary. So preliminary treatment, or you can say that simple example of preliminary treatment is like cleaning of the surface. So first one we will cover that solvent cleaning, as the term suggests. So solvent cleaning means cleaning of that particular cleaning of the particular surface with the help of a particular solvent. The solvent can be or the solvent should most will be mostly organic solvents. So solvent cleaning is employed to remove oils, greases, fatty substances, etc. And this is mostly physical cleaning, and different kind of organic solvents such as tetrachloroethylene, perchloroethylene, carbon tetrachloride, naphtha, acetone, xylene, etc. are used. And this is followed by cleaning with hot water or steam containing wilting agents and alkalis, whatever I have mentioned in this slide. And I will briefly discuss regarding these wilting agents, but let me finish this particular topic, that is solvent cleaning. So as a result, a metal surface readily wilted by aqueous solution is obtained, and this is particularly required in case of electroplating. So now I want to explain these wilting agents. So wilting agents are mostly these chemical substance that increases the spreading and penetrating properties of a liquid by lowering its surface tension. That is the tendency of its molecules to adhere to each other, like detergent, like surfactant. So as the surface tension will be lowered, so definitely what will happen, that the spreading properties of that particular liquid will be increased. So it will be spreaded to most of the surface areas, right? So wilting agents, or example of some wilting agents can be like sodium lauryl sulfate, quaternary ammonium compounds, etc. So next point of preliminary treatment of surface is acid cleaning. So acid cleaning is mostly done to make the metal free from oxides or other compounds. 1 minute. To make the metal free from oxides or other compounds formed on the surface of the metal. So here mostly the acid is used like HCl or H2SO4. H2SO4 means that 10 to 30% by volume. So depending upon the metal to be plated. For chemical cleaning, tarnish and oxide films are removed by dipping in acid solutions. And for chromium plating, H2SO4 is used, and for nickel copper plating, HCl is used. You should remember this thing most importantly. So I will mention once again that for chromium plating, H2SO4 is used, and for nickel and copper plating, HCl is used. I am mentioning once again, for chromium plating, H2SO4 is used, and for nickel and copper plating, HCl is used. So now we will go through alkali cleaning. So alkali cleaning is specially used for the removal of old paint coatings from metal surfaces. For example, you have painted a metal surface with a particular pigment, say for example that gray pigment, right? So that will be the old one. So now if you want to paint that old metal surface with a new paint, for example like green one or red one, then the old paint should be removed. So for in that case, alkali cleaning is necessary. So alkali cleaning is specially used for the removal of old paint coatings from metal surfaces. Aqueous alkali cleaning agents are alkaline solutions of sodium carbonate, sodium silicate, sodium hydroxide, or trisodium phosphate containing soaps and wilting agents. Again, I have already mentioned what is basically the those wilting agents. So alkali treatment is followed by rinsing with water thoroughly and then treated with 1% chromic acid solution to remove last trace of alkali. Application of an electric current makes the alkali treatment more effective and efficient. The metal is made cathodic in the alkali solution. So now we will go through our fourth point of preliminary treatment of surface, that is mechanical cleaning. So mechanical cleaning, as the name suggests, it is used to remove loose rust and other impurities from the surface. It is generally done by hand cleaning with a brush along with some abrasives such as sand, detergent, soap, etc. Strongly adhering scales are generally removed by using snipe scrapers, grinding wheels, cutters, etc. The dust and loose particles, if any, are removed by using organic cleaning agents, whichever I have already mentioned in this in this topic, in case of solvent cleaning, followed by hot water or steam treatment. For the removal of surface defects such as scratches, scans, etc., the surface is polished and buffed. Now we will go through the fifth point, that is flame cleaning. This one is a flame cleaning. So now flame cleaning is generally adapted to remove moisture and loosely adhering scale by heating the metal surface with a hot flame, and this is followed by wire brushing. So these are sixth and last point, that is sand blasting. So basically what is blasting? So sand blasting is used for removing oxide scale. So as I have shown in this video, that sandblast consists of introducing the sand into an air stream under pressure of 25 to 100 atmospheres, and the blast is impacted on the metal surface to be cleaned. So basically there will be sand with high pressure line. So therefore through that high pressure line, including that sand or small sand particle, that surface can be cleaned. As a result of sandblast impact, any scale can be removed. Now we will go through the classification of surface coating. So first one is the paint. So what is paint? The paint is like these are the mixtures of insoluble organic and inorganic substances when applied to the surface form thick insoluble film on it. They may be white, blue, green, or can be have different shades as per the requirement. So now the color of the paint is due to the presence of pigment. Now the pigment can be like blue pigment, there can be green, there can be of different colors of pigment, right? So now along with the pigment there would be different constituents also. The different constituents will be like vehicle, thinners, fillers, like this. Now paints have some special properties such as heat retardants, fire retardants, acid resisting, fire antifouling, etc. So now this is our second classification, that is metal or metal oxide coating. So what is metal or metal oxide coating? So this is basically type of coating which involves deposition of less reactive metal or its oxides over a more reactive metal. Now it can be done by metal cladding, anodizing, electrodeless deposition, etc. And there is a special one, that is the galvanization. So galvanization is basically a coating of zinc over iron or steel. Similarly, tinning is coating of tin over iron or steel. So galvanization is basically coating of zinc over iron or steel. Similarly, tinning means TINNING, tinning is coating of tin over iron or steel. So now we will go through the third point or third classification of surface coating, that is wax coating. So coating by wax material. So all types of natural, synthetic and semi-synthetic waxes are used for surface coatings depending upon the requirements and cost of material. So the synthetic waxes are the cheapest because the natural waxes will be a little bit costly. So the synthetic waxes are mostly cheap or the cheapest of all and are most extensively used as coating substances. And waxes are mainly consumed industrially as components of complex formulations, often for coatings or polishing. So for what is a wax polishing or where wax polishing means by which ingredient this wax polishing can be done. So mostly beeswax, or you can say that hydrocarbon based wax, synthetic waxes are used for wax polishing. So these are fourth classification, that is varnishes. So what are actually varnishes? Varnishes are actually unpigmented, means there will be no pigment or no color. So these are unpigmented colloidal dispersion or solution of natural or synthetic or both resins in oil in absence or presence of thinners. So thinner can be present here or thinner cannot be present here. So they dry up on the surface of the substance by evaporation, oxidation or polymerization of its constituents, as I have shown in this video. These are of mostly two types. First one is the spirit varnish and second one is that oleoresinous varnish. So now we will go through the fifth point of classification, that is enamels or glossy finishers. So this is very important. So what is basically enamel? So enamels are basically pigmented varnishes. So we have already learned the varnishes. So varnishes are mostly unpigmented colloidal dispersions, but enamels are pigmented varnishes. So pigmented varnishes are known as enamels. And the purpose of preparing and applying enamels is to give luster and glossy finish to surface, as I have already shown in this video. So pigments, vehicle, dryers, thinners are various ingredients of enamels, And these enamels are basically of two types, that is resin based and oil based. So now I will try to differentiate between these enamels and paint, because both are colored or both are pigmented, right? So enamel is traditionally a high gloss coat that dried hard and was mainly used for coating porcelain, while paint is more general term for a coat that is mainly used to color a surface. And more things to mention, that paint is mostly acrylic, means that it can be water based or it can be oil based. And the oil based paints that have been traditionally referred to as enamel, though today one can get water based or even lattice based enamels in the market, but traditionally that oil based paints were referred to as enamel. And enamel paints are preferred over other paints when it comes to painting outdoor structures and walls inside that are prone to be exposed to water and high temperatures. Enamel paints are also used for furniture to have a glossy finish that allows for easy cleaning of furniture. So now these are final and last classification of surface coating, that is synthetic polymer coating. So polymer based surface coatings can be considered to be two-phase composite materials consisting of pigment particles and other additives dispersed in a continuous matrix of polymer. Polymers provide the coating film to its capacity to adhere to the substrate, most of its chemical resistance and flexibility. So these are the overall classification of surface coating. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubt regarding this class, you can write in the comment section. And you will get the study material, and the study material link will be given in the description box. So if you like this video, please share this as much as possible and subscribe our channel. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next class. Bye bye.